Hey, welcome back. You're watching Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. I'm John Tobacco. We're coming today live as we do every single day, noon to 2 Eastern, from the Question Tequila Studios in downtown Manhattan, right down the street at the New York Stock Exchange. Dow is leveling off after being up 100 points this morning. Up about 23 now, giving back some of those gains from this morning. But IBM had a significant beat on earnings and revenue. That should bring the market back up. And bringing the show back up to where it belongs on a Women Wednesday, we have Christina LaRose joining us now. She's an actress, model, and more importantly, an entrepreneur. And you just launched a new business, you and your husband, a company called B&C. You're in the e-commerce business, wholesale business. I see more and more opportunities these days for women. I think the tide is rising higher for women to get into business. What made you go from being an actress and a model into the e-commerce business?
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me on the show,
My pleasure.
first of all. I think I've always really had an entrepreneurial side to me. I've always had a lot of different business ideas, and it's just kind of always been a part of me. When I met my husband, he also kind of fit that, and he has a lot of really great skills of coding and software, so the two of us together just kind of, it was a great fit. So we started our business, B&C Supplies, about 2 years ago, and it's really taken off.
So do you think the advances in technology and more people being connected to the universe and everybody talks about this Internet of Things and collection of data and all this stuff, is it making it easier for people to be entrepreneurial and to get into businesses like e-commerce these days?
Absolutely, absolutely it is. It's so much easier now than ever before. The bar to entry is so low. What makes it difficult is sustaining a business and having a successful business. But with the internet and e-commerce, it's so easy to get started and start a business online.
So what kind of things for our audience? Go to 70 million homes nationwide. What kind of things can our audience find at B&C Supplies where they can save themselves some money, where they can learn something, they can find a new product maybe that they can get somewhere else? What do you specialize in?
Well, we're an online wholesale business, so we specialize in a lot of different products. Right now we're focusing more on home goods and a lot of cleaning supplies, but we sell really a variety of different things on a lot of different platforms.
So I spent a good portion of my career at different times working for Overstock.com. Which is a well-known e-commerce site.
Yep.
Started in the liquidation business and moved more these days, doing $2 billion a year in revenue, moved more these days into luxury goods and home furnishings. Do you guys try to find that type of stuff, like bulk, liquidation, wholesale stuff, where people could really get a deal if they go to B&C?
Yes, we do sometimes do liquidation. We always buy in bulk. We purchase from different distributors and brands, and then we sell on our own website and a lot of other multiple platforms. We try not to put all of our eggs in one basket, so to speak, so we kind of spread out on a lot of different
So you're from Virginia?
I am from Virginia.
And down in Virginia's been in the news a lot lately.
It has.
Especially the last few days. There was all this fear, fright, and hysteria about how there's going to be this war in the streets and the gun rights activists are going to face off against Antifa. Did you see any of that down there?
I did not see any of that. I was very, very impressed with the rally held on Monday. 22,000 people showed up, very peaceful, no issues whatsoever. I think it was a really great just testament to gun right activists and Virginians in general.
We talked about it yesterday where, oddly enough, you had, Second Amendment folks and Antifa folks actually rallying together where they're usually facing off looking to kill each other or fight each other at least. What is it with Virginia and them being a leader in things like this? How do they bring together such two different groups so opposed? How do they come together as one?
I don't know if I have the answer for that. But Virginia, we have some major cities, but we also have a lot of rural areas, and Virginia is very, there's a lot of landowners, a lot of people who live in the country, and they feel very strongly about their Second Amendment rights, and I think that we really saw a lot of Virginians taking a firm stance on that and showing that you can take that stance without violence, without being scary or coming off in a bad way. I was very, very impressed with how
I was
Virginia
impressed by
showed
it
up.
too. I was really hoping nothing crazy happened,
Yes.
and it didn't. If you're watching at home, go check out BNC Supplies. Give me the domain. What's the domain name again?
It's just bncsupplies.com.
bncsupplies.com.
Yes.
Check it out. You can get some great deals, some great bargains. And Christina LaRose is a woman entrepreneur, and we need to support more women in business all the time, anytime we can. Thank you so much for joining us for a Liquid Lunch.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being there through hour one, but don't go anywhere just yet. We got a heck of a lot more show to go. We're coming back at you with more Liquid Lunch right after this.